what's going on, guys? Tonight, we're going to talk about the money, bitch. We're talking about the checks. We're talking about this coronavirus relief bill, this CARES Act, which stands for Coronavirus Aid, Relief, and Economic Security Act. So, in short, bitch, let's talk about checks, baby. Let's talk about, is it tax-free? Let's talk about if you owe child support, your ass won't get nothing. Let's talk about checks. Let's talk about checks, bitch. Let's talk about checks. Let's talk about checks. When you say, I was cashing a Trump check, bitch. First off, as always, I want to say hello to everyone. Hey, Lamont, Tanada. Tulame, as always, Tammy, and Toledo. April just checked in. I'm gonna wait for, everybody here. Y'all are ready. The people are here for the money, bitch. Let's talk about checks. Let's talk about checks, bitch. So, I know a lot of you have been requesting for me to do a video and a meeting on the coronavirus stimulus checks. I did not do it immediately because you know how I am. The bitches, the girls will not roast me. I have to do my research first. Okay? Thank you, Tanada. She likes my head. So I did do some research. Now, mind you, I'm not a financial advisor. I had somebody, talk about I need to talk about XYZ. I'm not a financial advisor. Okay? This is a basic overview with the facts, bitch. Now, if you got IRAs, stocks and bonds, whatever it is you got in your portfolio, bitch, if you even have a portfolio, I suggest you go and talk to a licensed or professional financial advisor to get tips on that. Bitch, what I'm talking about today is the details of these checks. Are we getting taxed on them? When they coming, who not getting one, and unemployment. We're going to talk about unemployment. I forget the person's name in the comments. I got to shout them out that brought up unemployment. So I did research unemployment, how that's going to work, because unemployment, for the most part, is state-run. It's not federally run. But with this new CARES Act for the coronavirus, it's a little different. There's going to be some contingencies done. What's going on, Natasha? How you doing, my love? Darlene, what's going on? As always, love you to pieces. Clarissa and VA. So, it looks like y'all showed up on time for this one, bitch. The people are here. So, we're going to get right to the point. So, these stimulus checks. Now, it's serious when I pull a laptop out, bitch. Now, with the stimulus checks, as we all know, the CARES Act was passed. Trump had sense and went ahead and signed it into law so that people could get their stimulus payments. So, in short, the CARES Act, that stands for Coronavirus Aid, Relief, and Economic Security Act. Okay, that was passed into law recently. So, with this, the way it works, this is an overview, and then we're going to get into details. So, the way it works is basically everybody's going to get $1,200. Well, mostly everybody's going to get $1,200. But there are some caveats. Now, here's the thing. If your ass lives in San Francisco where a one-bedroom apartment is $3,500 for a fucking hole in the wall, $1,200 is really not doing anything for you. If you live in New York, Manhattan, Brooklyn, God help you, $1,200 isn't really doing much for you. If you live in the South, depending on where you live, $1,200 is a lot for you. If you live where I live in Baltimore, $1,200 may pay your rent and possibly the cable. Okay? But nevertheless, we all getting $1,200. Now, here's where the shit go left. Now, with this $1,200, if you make, I'm going to start off with the big number, $99,000 or more, your ass ain't getting shit. The government is basically saying, bitch, you make $100,000 a year, you should have money saved. We should not have to bail your ass out. Now, being a person who does not make that much money in a year, I get it. But also, too, it's kind of like contradictory because you're bailing out corporations with billions of dollars, okay, who definitely have the money. But that's neither here nor there. We're going to stick to the plan, stick to the facts. 99,000 or more, bitch, you're cut off. Now, if you make 75,000 or more, okay, what'll happen is for every $100 that you make over the 75,000, they're going to deduct $5 from that 1,200. Okay, so for every $100, so let's do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So that's about $60 taken off your check for every 1,000, give or take. I hope that math is right. I just did that on the spot. Anyway, that's about $60. So if you make 80,000, 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. So that's about $300 off the check, okay? So instead of 12, you get 9, okay? Now, with these checks, they are not being taxed. So when you get your $1,200 in the mail, okay, when you get your $1,200, and that's somebody pointed that out, that's on adjusted gross income. So that 75 and that 99 is based on, after your medical bills or, your insurance and all that other shit you got coming out your check is taken out. Now, here's the thing. It's not being taxed, okay? So with this $1,200, you would get the $1,200 flat out. It's not being taxed. It's a straight payment to you. Okay? So, with that being said, if you owe child support, from what I'm reading, I'm looking on Business Insider, I'm researching this. If you owe child support, bitch, shit gonna be real for you. You're not getting a check. You owe child support, you back payments behind, you're going to have to suffer in silence, boo-boo. Okay? That's just the bottom line. Okay? As far as this is concerned, you won't be getting a check. Now, I'm seeing a lot of questions in the comments about where the money coming from and all of this stuff. Look, I'm just going over the stimulus check. You will have to do some of your own research, bitch. I'm just saying. Okay? Now, I will say this as far as the child support is concerned, because I am a person whose mom got child support. So I know how important child support is. Now, my biological daddy always paid his bill. Whether it was by choice or by force, the check came. So I have no beef with him. Okay? I will say this, though. In a time when people can't work, in a time when people, and I'm not making an excuse for deadbeat parents at all, but if I can't work because of this virus, all of the factories are closing, all of the businesses are closing, and I don't even have money to support myself, let alone pay child support. Where am I supposed to pull this child support money from? And this is just my personal opinion. I know child support is a sore subject for people. I know people get very testy and sensitive about child support. Trust me, I'm the son of a black woman. I've seen it live and in living color. But I'm just saying, if literally the whole world is essentially shut down, then how do you expect the people to get the money to even pay child support? That's just my questioning. Look, I don't have no goddamn kids. I'm not behind on child support payments, so I'm not a fucking expert on that. That's just me having common sense saying, where's the fucking money coming from? Okay? Now, another thing with this this payment. Now, the payment is supposed to be dispersed within the next 3 weeks. This is what the Secretary of the Treasury, Steve Mnuchin, said. He said it's supposed to be within the next 3 weeks. Now, here's the thing. And they're supposed to direct deposit it. So the way that they're going to direct deposit it is it's going to be based off of your banking information that you filed for last year or the year before last in 2018. According to Steve Mnuchin, he was on Face the Nation this morning. If you ask don't got direct deposit on file. Allegedly, they supposed to be having a web-based application where you can go ahead and file with the IRS to get the payment. That's what he said on Face the Nation, bitch. This is the Treasury Secretary. Now, he's saying this shit, not me. He's saying it's going to be an application. I don't know. But if you got direct deposit, it's going to be direct deposited to you. Now, here's the thing with this. Now, they're saying 3 weeks. But remember when we got those stimulus checks, or when some of us got those stimulus checks, because I ain't get shit. But when we got those stimulus, I had old back taxes at the time. But when we got those stimulus checks, or when y'all got those stimulus checks, them shits took longer than 3 weeks. They took I think 2 months or something like that. Like, it wasn't like the money was not here in 3 motherfucking weeks, niece. That's all I'm saying. And honestly, I'm going to keep it funky with y'all. Anything that's coming from the government, it take them long to issue out anything. So I would not be holding my breath for this 3 week, timeline, bitch. Do not be treating this like your SSI check or whatever, bitch, because 3 weeks can turn into 2 months real quick, especially with this administration. That's all I'm saying. Okay? Now, as far as this bill and what it all pertains to, with this, it's a lot that goes into this bill. And we're going to get this whole stimulus bill, because this $2 trillion, that's not just $2 trillion for our black asses, the general public, bitch. This is encompassing businesses, hospitals, the whole chappelle, okay? Yes, Ira, file your taxes, bitch. Hurry up and file. And that's probably what they want you to do, too. They think they slick. Now, it also helps with small businesses. So the stimulus plan also provides $350 billion out of this $2 trillion now. This is out of the $2 trillion. $350 billion in funding for emergency loans to small businesses. Those that promise not to lay off employees or commit to rehiring employees that they let go will have some or all of their loans forgiven. These federally guaranteed loans will be issued by community banks and will be available up until June the 30th. So, basically the government is paying shitty it's small businesses. A small business can range a little bit. They're basically providing these loans, saying, please don't fire these people. They're basically paying them to do the right thing. Okay? And if they do the right thing, most of the loan, or in some cases all of the loan, will be forgiven. So, bitch, they give it. It's not really a loan, bitch. It's a grant. It's like you're really giving the shit. A loan is when you pay it back. Okay, this is a grant. So for small businesses, that's cute. A small business can range, but that's what they want to do. Okay. Now, and somebody has a good point. They want the unemployment rate to drop, which is great because Trump only care about the economy. That's the only reason we got this shit. But that's neither here nor there. We're not here to bash or do that. That's next meeting. This is just to lay out what the fuck is going on. Now, bailouts for major companies. $500 billion fund will be created to provide distressed businesses with emergency loans, with a set amount to be set aside to help specific industries that were hit particularly hard by the pandemic, such as airlines, hotels, and casinos. Trump's businesses are barred from receiving any of this relief. This fund will be managed by the Treasury Department. So this is probably why they was arguing about this bill. So Trump companies ain't getting shit. But he been price gouging for long as hell any goddamn way. So he shouldn't need the money, truth be told. Okay? But airlines, hotels, casinos. So now it's no reason for Spirit not to give you a full refund, bitch. Because they was trying it. Spirit, y'all was trying it. Now, I usually fuck with y'all because I travel a lot. And sometimes a bitch needs a cheap flight to get to Los Angeles. But y'all was trying it with these goddamn vouchers and shit. Now with this bailout, bitch, it's no excuse for any airline, casino, hotel to not give you your motherfucking refund. Okay? There's no reason. Also, too, $130 billion will go to hospitals and health systems that are struggling in the wake of the pandemic. Another $150 billion will be provided to state and local governments to fund relief programs. Now, here's the thing. Why are hospitals getting the least amount of money? Out of this whole number, and I'm just talking about the big business here, why is the hospitals getting the least amount? They're frontline and center, they're begging for masks and shit. Why are they not, they should be getting at least $300 billion if we just giving out billions, bitch. Why are they getting the least amount? Big business is getting the most amount out of everybody. They're getting $500 billion. Okay? The states and local governments, they're getting $150 billion. But there's a problem for me. And like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a financial professional. Okay? I'm not a financial professional, which is why I'm not giving financial advice, bitch. You go see the professional for that. But as a person with common sense, okay, I don't understand, and maybe there's something I'm missing here. I'm willing to admit I could be overlooking. But why are they getting the least amount out of everybody, and we gotta pay for ventilators? They don't have enough of them. They begging for masks and shit. They begging for hand sanitizers. I have reports of nurses arguing with each other over masks. That's crazy to me. But nevertheless, I digress. Now, one thing I want to zero in on, because I got a lot of questions about the unemployment. Okay? We're going to dig into this unemployment. We're going to do a deep dive, because I think that this unemployment package, I'm actually not mad at it. Okay? Now, with the unemployment package, just a brief overview of how unemployment works. Unemployment, for the most part, are state ran is a state ran thing. It's a state ran program. Typically, unemployment only replaces. It doesn't even replace your whole check. It's like half, if you're lucky, of your check. Now, what this new stimulus package does is this: you go and you file for your unemployment. But you also get not only your unemployment benefit, but then you get on top of that $600 for the unemployment. Okay, so you get $600 from the stimulus package from unemployment. Okay, which is, I think, pretty dope. And also too, they're extending the unemployment. So most unemployment is about 26 weeks, in the 20-something week range. With this, they're going to be the unemployment is going to be extended by 13 weeks. So you'll have roughly about 40 weeks. It's 54 weeks in a year. You'll have about 40 weeks. Hopefully, people will be back to work by then, and they'll be able to, get back on their feet. But that's pretty much employment. Now, the one thing they tried to cut me off. They playing with me and the money, bitch. One thing that I do like about the unemployment is this: is that if you're a private contractor, like if you, like Uber says that their employees are private contractors, if you are temp or something like that, you also, under this bill, can file for unemployment for the coronavirus relief. Okay? So I think that that's really, really cool. So what this is under the pandemic unemployment assistance part of the CARES Act. Gig workers, musicians, people who work gigs, clubs, if you're a lounge singer, and this is the part I want people to blast, because people starting to chop up my videos and share little parts of it. If you're a musician, a gig worker, an artist, a waiter, anything like that, okay, you can qualify for this. So I want you to listen to this, and I'm going to give you a website that you can go and pay for this. Also, too, under this Pandemic Unemployment Assistance Act, the new unemployment for this coronavirus, usually you have to do a week and a whole with unemployment. They're knocking it out. They're going to start paying you immediately. Or at least that's how it's supposed to work. Okay? Now, under the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance part of the CARES Act, gig workers, independent contractors, self-employed workers, and workers who don't have a long enough work history to qualify for regular state unemployment insurance now qualify for unemployment income, so long as their job loss is connected to the COVID-19 pandemic. These provisions are modeled on the Federal Disaster Unemployment Assistance Program. Okay, so Ashley, all of my people that work behind the scenes in the music industry, I have a lot of friends that work in theater, a lot of friends that, text, sound people, all of you guys, file that motherfucking unemployment, sis. Get you a motherfucking check. You deserve it. You a construction worker, you file that unemployment, okay? Get that unemployment, and I'm gonna tell you how to do it. I can't bear gifts, bitch. To be eligible, people, even before the CARES Act, I'm sorry, I'm jumping, I got too excited. Experts encourage such applicants to apply because even if your company calls you an independent contractor, you may be misclassified. To be eligible, people have to be employees. What people need to know is that it is not up to the company that hires you to decide if you are an employee or not, even if they call you an independent contractor. And this is from Terry Gerstein, director of the State and Local Enforcement Project at Harvard Law. Ultimately, that is a legal determination that the state decides when you apply for unemployment insurance. New Jersey, for example, ordered Uber to pay $650 million in unemployment and disability insurance taxes for misclassifying drivers as independent contractors. Okay? So those of you, all of my people, the good folks over at Metro Gallery here back at home, for you people working at Autobar, you working at all of these Live Nation venues, and I know how that works. I know it's tough. File your claims, sis. You qualify. Your job was directly impacted by COVID-19. Okay? Go ahead and file your claim. Now, what you will do is this. For the disaster unemployment assistance, you're going to go to benefits.gov. That's benefits.gov. Okay? And this will tell you everything, all of the requirements, the application process, who to contact, and the website. Okay? And what you're going to do is they have links for you to actually go to the application for more information about this program and where to apply for the benefit. Visit the Disaster Unemployment Assistance website. So you're going to start on benefits.gov. It'll bring you right there. Okay, to the Disaster Unemployment Assistance. And even if you missed this website, just Google Disaster Unemployment Assistance, and you will be able to go ahead and move forward with your claim and figuring that out. So I hope, when I was researching this, and now you understand why I don't just jump on everything right away, even though it's fresh news. I want to give you good news, bitch. Now, if you're in that field, go ahead and apply and do your due diligence so that you can go ahead and take care of yourself and your home. I want to give a special shout out to a lot of the pharmacies and medical companies here. My actual doctor, I want to give a huge shout out to, and usually I don't endorse big hospitals, but I want to give a huge shout out to University of Maryland. I needed to get a prescription filled, and University of Maryland Midtown, they went ahead and delivered my prescription to my door. So I want to give a hand clap to all of the medical professionals that are working and going to work every day and, risking their health and their lives to make sure that we are okay. I was so surprised when they called me. I didn't have to call them. They called me and they said, hey, do you want to still come pick up your prescription, or do you want us to deliver it to you? I was like, bitch, how much that cost? They're like, free of charge. We just want to make sure that nobody's impacted by this pandemic. So I want to send a special thank you to our pharmacy workers, our supermarket workers, our truck drivers getting the toilet paper back to the store because you bitches done lost your motherfucking mind with the charming. I want to thank everybody working in the service industry to make sure that we get what we need. I want to give a special thank you to our postal workers, even though y'all always lose my motherfucking shit. I want to thank y'all for still going out there and delivering my goddamn mail. I want to give a special shout out to the Amazon employees who still filling these orders because people don't know how to sit the fuck down and let y'all have a break and not be crammed in warehouses. I want to thank y'all for coming to work and still getting those orders done. I want to thank UPS, even though y'all tried sometimes too, and I have to get on y'all ass, but for the most part, y'all been delivering my shit on time. Shout out to FedEx, y'all motherfuckers too. Although y'all have gotten better with y'all different drop-off points, I want to give a shout out to the people that's driving them trucks and delivering to some of y'all nasty ass houses. Bravo to service workers. Now, and that's pretty much how this is going to work with this stimulus bill. So overall, I think it's a great plan. Personally, it's as great as I can see it up front. Now, what's going to happen in hindsight? Okay, yeah. Shout out to the janitors who are cleaning. Our janitorial staff, oh, I'm so sorry I forgot them, the janitorial staff who are making sure that we stay clean and mopping and things like that. And all of the cleaning services, I do apologize. There was no disrespecting, no shade. But definitely gotta thank. Hand clap, let's give a hand clap. A hand clap, 2 hour. I can't find my Lysol. I would give a Lysol spray for our cleaning services. The U.S. child welfare workers still working. All of you guys, basically everybody's still working in this pandemic. Oh, yes. Carmen brought up a good point. Now, with the stimulus bill, if you are, just a brief recap on the overview. So we know basically it's $1,200 per person, $2,400 per couple. If you make $99,000 or more, your ass ain't getting shit. If you're a couple and you make $198,000 or more with no kids, your ass ain't getting shit. If you have children, you get an additional $500 per child. See, me being single, I almost forgot that tidbit because that shit don't motherfucking apply to me. But I know some of y'all got kids. I feel like personally, single people should get some kind of like incentive on taxes. If anything, for not overpopulating the earth, bitch. There should be a single person's incentive. Once every 7 years or something, shit, I should get something. All my shit getting taxed. But that's neither here nor there. So, you get that benefit as well. But I really want my, once again, like I said, all jokes aside, I really want my people in the arts community, in the service industry community who don't have the option to work from home or who don't have those somebody said right, because they can't get laid. I can get laid. The difference is I don't want to have to pay for that lay after I have it, honey. Okay? He's getting laid. Trust and believe. I just don't want to have to deal with the aftermath and fallout from that lay. Okay? I very much enjoy eating my steaks. Now, I think that for the most part, from, like I said, from what I can see, the bill seems to encompass everyone. I know that the Democrats and the Republicans did have a bit of a clash for a moment because initially the Democrats felt that the bill favored big business a little bit too much. And even still looking at this bill, big business as far as out of the businesses and local government agencies and things like that, they still got the most out of everybody. I still am baffled by the hospitals not getting as much as everyone else. That still just blows my mind. I just can't believe that. But it's the state of the world that we live in regards to that. So long story short, go to benefits.gov for the disaster unemployment assistance. Also, you can file at your local unemployment agency's website. Now, in some states that were hit hard by the pandemic, where people are like really, really locked in and shut down, the websites are crashing. The best advice that can be given at this point is to keep trying the website, keep going back. If it makes you start over or it crashes, you just got to keep starting. It's just the sheer volume of applications. Now, I see in the comments some of you are talking in regards to the ages of your child and all that, and if they in college and all that. Look, you're going to have to research that. I'm sorry. I just know if you got a kid, you're getting $500. But all of those caveats, you would want to reach out and go to benefits.gov. I feel like they need to cut me a check and look that information up for you. But all in all, that's pretty much in a nutshell how this is going to work. Now, like I said, if you live in San Francisco, for my folks that are on the West Coast, if you're on the West Coast, $1,200, one single $1,200 payment is really not going to do much for you. But it is refreshing to hear. I think that $1,200 in conjunction with the unemployment benefit, with the additional $600 on top of the unemployment that you would get, in conjunction with that $1,200, you may be able to shake something, work something, in regards to that. So I would definitely say it's hard out here for everybody. We are all trying to make it. But I do want to make sure that we all maintain our humanity. I don't have all of the answers. I don't even think the government has all of the answers, because what we're facing right now, this is where I do my Jerry Springer final thought. What we're facing right now is something that is really unprecedented. I had to leave my home to go do something for office, and it was surreal to see the streets empty the way that they have been. And I had to catch an Uber, and I have my mask on, and the Uber driver has their mask on, and we're not talking. You talk to your Uber driver, have conversations and things like that. It was very strange to be riding in the Uber, to be in silence, to see people, walking so far away, to see human interaction so limited. Going in the supermarket, I'm glad, shout out to our supermarket workers, you seeing the X's on the floor. Now, I know if any of you have seen the X's on the lines where they space you 6 feet to make sure that you say 6 feet, and they're spraying your hands with alcohol, and they got the wipes out for the carts and all of that. Thank you, Angie. I try my best. I try to research and bring it. That's why I started it. Even though I started this show purely by accident, I really try to bring a certain level of pride to what I research and the information that I give you guys, which once again is why I said any financial advice, or things, investments and things like that, I'm not qualified to tell you that, and I'm not going to tell you that. That's a decision that you as an adult have to make, and have to reach out to the appropriate people to get that information. But I think that thank you guys. You guys are so nice. Thank you. I'm glad that y'all be giving me love for these book reports I'll be having to do for these meetings. But yeah, for the most part, we will get through this. I know working from home, bitch, if I have one more Skype call, one more Zoom call, I wish Skype and Zoom was never invented, bitch. Because, okay, this is off topic, but for those of you working from home, do you find that you're working harder from home than you were in the office, bitch? Do you find that people want to have 800 fucking meetings about nothing every other hour? There's a Skype, or there's a Zoom call, or there's an email. It's always an email, and it's something following up, and it's like just ridiculous, and it's like, oh my god, bitch, I didn't talk to your ass this much in the office. You know why? Because I was hiding in the motherfucking bathroom, because I don't even like you. Now I can't even hide in the bathroom. Bitches want to Skype every other hour. They want to Zoom every other hour. Hashtag working from home, bitch. That's all I'm saying. I find that I'm working way fucking harder between the music, which I love, so that's fine. But usually, I can chill a little bit. I'm working from home. I done moved my computer out of my bedroom, bitch. I don't want nothing from work near me. I can't even leave early, bitch. Sometimes you slide on out of there 10, 15 minutes early. Bitches want summaries of your day, what you was doing. It's too much. But anyway, I'm going to go right now watching Good Girls. There's this other film on Netflix I want to watch called The Platform as well. But I'm watching Good Girls because Rio ass is fine as fuck. And I just love Retta and Christina Hendricks. I'm just totally into that world right now. But you guys have a great evening. It was great talking to you. I hope that you got something from it. Like I said, if you want any other information, go to benefits.gov or Google or do a little bit of your own research. I definitely encourage you to do that. But hopefully you got a little bit more clarity and understanding as to what's going on with these checks and everything that's happening with that. With that being said, bitch, I'm about to go eat my wings and my potato salad, my greens, bitches. Give it Sunday dinner teas. I didn't want to eat before this meeting because I fell asleep on y'all. But you guys have a good evening and be blessed. Oh, don't forget, follow me online at Dapper Dan Midas on all social media. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit the motherfucking bell for notifications, bitch. Holla.